Hi guys, welcome to Link's Workout and Beauty. I'm super excited to be filming today this spring tutorial and also slash first impressions tutorial to show you guys the products that I purchased in the drugstore that were super affordable, and I want to show you guys how you can create this look by being under a budget, but except for the eyeshadows, those were not purchased from the drugstore. But at the end of this video, make sure that you stay all the way to the end because I'll be showing you the products that I use, because I've been getting a lot of questions on how I keep my hair curly, looking healthy, and I will show you guys how to have these nice little wet wave curls. So if you are interested to see that, and also, I want to say thank you for the ones that entered my poll on Instagram to tell me if they wanted a pink spring look or a purple spring look. The purple spring look did win, so I will be showing you guys how to create this purple eye look today for spring, and I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you guys subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and comment down below. Hey guys, so obviously your girl is looking a little hurt, but at the end of this tutorial, the fun thing is that I'm going to show you guys some products that I use for my hair. I just got out the shower, so I've been loving to wear my hair down curly for the past month now, and my hair has been growing. I don't know if it's the products that I'm using, which I definitely doubt, but I want to show you guys because I've been getting a lot of DMs, a lot of Snapchats about what I use in my hair and the products that I use to keep my hair nice and curly and looking healthy, because I definitely had cut out flat ironing my hair for a while. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys some nice spring vibes. Here in Florida, it's basically like summer, so this is why I'm wearing like this little shirt here. It's giving me spring but summer vibes, but that's fine with me because it's literally like 80 here all the time now, so it's always hot. So I want to give you guys a nice pink spring look and some nice curly wet hair and show you guys what products that I use. So today's video is also a first impressions tutorial, so I want to show you guys some affordable products that I picked up from the drugstore that I want to see how they work out, because some of them are a little hyped, if they're worth the buck, and if you guys should buy them as well. So if you want to see how I create this spring tutorial look, then the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to prime my skin using the Professional Primer. To prep the skin using my favorite, the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, cucumber, and green tea. I clearly need to pick up a new one, and I want to get the rose water one again. Next, I'm going to be doing my eyebrows using my favorite, the Anastasia Brow Definer, and then cleaning up my brows with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer, and this is in the shade 2.0. This is my favorite concealer at the moment for my eyebrows, so yeah, let's do our brows. Next, I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape and Tape in the shade Light Medium onto my lids. Next, to set my lids, I'm going to be using the Shade and Light Eye Palette, this Shade and Light Face Palette, and then I'm going to be using this middle shade to set my eyes. Then for shadow today, I'm going to be using my Take Me to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics, because today we are going to be doing a bright spring eye look. So we're going to be diving into this palette, but first I need some more better transitions. So of course, the palette that is my Ride or Die palette is my Modern Renaissance palette. I'm first going to dive into this shade right here, Raw Sienna. And for a first impressions product today, I'm going to be using this NYX crease brush that I have been dying to get a couple of these, but I actually went to the mall yesterday and found a NYX professional store. So I was very excited because I've always bought a NYX through drugstore, but I actually purchased it in the whole entire store. Like the whole entire store is just NYX products. So I was very excited that they had these in stock, because every time I go to Ulta, they're always out of stock. So This is the NYX Professional Makeup Crease Brush, and this is the brush number 16. So if I end up liking these, I'm going to go ahead and pick up a couple of these. So first impressions of this brush, it is super soft. The bristles are so soft, and I'm really feeling this. It's like literally blending out my eyeshadow so beautifully. I'm going to have to go back and buy some more. You can purchase these at Ulta. I never seen these in the drugstore, but I know that they have these in Ulta, which Ulta does sell drugstore makeup. So usually they do have these, but the Ulta I used to go to, they were always out of stock. When I lived back at home, they didn't have a NYX store. So when I seen that they had a NYX store here at the mall, I was super excited because I never went to a NYX store before. So now I'm going to use the shade Burnt Orange. I'm going to be using this orange shade called Real Girl in the Modern Renaissance palette. I really love these brushes so much, and they're super affordable. They're only $1. So I'm going to take that Real Girl and put it into the deep crease. This spring tutorial look, most people in the poll, when I asked them what colors do you want to see in the spring tutorial, I said pink or purple, and the color that won was purple. So today's look is going to be based off of a purple spring look. So the next color I will be using is going to be this Love Letter. So I'm going to be blending this in with the purple in the Take Me to Brazil palette. So the next color I'm going to be using is this Take Me to Brazil palette, and I'm going to be using this purple shade right here. And I'm going to apply that purple shade right on top of the like pinkish color that we used. This purple isn't giving me the purple that I pictured, so I'm probably going to dive into another purple and show you guys that one after. So I was looking for my Smashbox small palette, and it has like a lot of bright colors in it, but I cannot find it right now. So I'm going to be using my Urban Decay electric palette, because this does have a purple in it, which is this urban shade right here. It is super bright, so I'm literally going to like put a little tiny bit. I'm not going to use a lot, so bear with me. Okay, I'm gonna do that for now, and then I'm going to be taking this brush, another brush, and then I'm just going to blend that out. So now I'm going to use this small little eyeliner brush. Obviously, I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape and Tape concealer. This is the best concealer to do cut creases with because it is so full coverage. So I'm just going to apply some onto my brush, and then I'm going to go ahead off camera and do both of my cut creases. I'm going to show you guys quickly, which I've showed you guys before, how I do it. So I just apply it onto the lid, then I look up, and then right there is where I can create the cut crease. So I'm going to put this in fast motion so you guys can see how I do it. Then what I'm going to do to kind of set it is I'm going to be using this orange just for like this corner here, and then on top of that orange I'm going to go back in with this purple. So I'm going to be applying light layers of this orange shade here in the corner. I'm going to dive into again is this purple shade right here, and I'm going to take that shade and kind of deepen up the crease a little bit. So I'm going to take it up and then take it down. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some wing liner and then apply my lashes. Then I'm going to take this Tarte shaping tape and I'm just going to clean up the edges of the look. So guys, this next step is not necessary, but I'm just applying the NYX Gold Glitter on top just to give it a more glittery effect. So for my next first impressions is I was always obsessed with this Lash Sensational Hydro Effect Waterproof mascara, and this is by Maybelline. This is super affordable, and this is the waterproof one. I am like all out of this, so I actually bought a new one. And for the new one, instead of using the waterproof one, because sometimes your lashes can literally fall out because you really need to scrub it out a lot. But the reason why I love this Lash Sensational is because it makes my lashes so voluminous and I just love it. So today's first impression is going to be on the one that is not waterproof. Now I'm not sure if they do the same, but I felt like the waterproof one really just gave me that really full lash effect, and whenever like I would get teary-eyed when putting lashes on, my mascara wouldn't run because it was waterproof. But I've always used waterproof mascaras for some reason because I felt like they worked better. But this is in the shade Blackest Black 253. So you can buy this at Walgreens, CVS, Walmart. I bought mine at Walmart. So this is how the brush tip looks. I love it because it has this curve effect, so you're able to do your bottom lashes without like ruining your foundation or anything like that. So let's see. Wow, so I actually really like it. I do feel like the waterproof one is a little bit better, but I think I can deal with this. The real test is for my bottom lashes, so we'll see about that later. Second first impressions is going to be this Duo Lash Glue. I used to use the one that was blue and it was still clear, but this one is the white clear one, and it actually comes with a brush, which I think is super freaking awesome because you don't waste much product. So it looks like it has that rainbowy effect where my other lash glue was just pure white. My camera just died, I'm sorry. So for lashes, I used these Bellamy lashes, and these are the Bellamy times Dove lashes, and these are in the shade Vicious. They're just very like voluminous and just like wispy, and I really love these lashes. So if you're interested, they're from Bellamy Lashes. A lot of people say like, I love Bellamy extensions, I never knew that they sold lashes, and they do. So the next first impressions product in this spring tutorial is this Super Stay Full Coverage 24-hour foundation, and this is by Maybelline. This is in the shade 220 Natural Beige. I'm usually in the beige range, so I'm really hoping that this is my shade. I had a hard time finding my shade, hoping that this is the correct shade. I did get a little bit tan, and I feel like this is a little bit light, but if it's too light, we will work with it. So I'm going to apply it first with a Real Technique sponge, my Mario Badescu spray. I've heard really good things about this foundation, but to be honest, I never really wear drugstore foundations, and I haven't in a while. I used to wear them all of the time, but I just got so used of like to my Rihanna foundation and stuff. So let's see. First impression so far, I feel like the shade is really suiting me, so I'm happy about that. Like I said, I'm always in the beige shade, so range, I mean. I feel like on the camera, it's picking up like grayish, with like a grayish undertone. It's weird. All of my drugstore foundations, I'm always in the beige range, and the one above this one was a little bit too dark, but I do feel like I'm going to have to try that one now, because once I applied the foundation on my forehead, you can automatically tell it got too light. As you can see, like, I've tried to bring it down as much as I could onto my neck. And I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not feeling this shade. Coverage wise, it definitely is full coverage. I give you that. But I do feel like around this area, it's looking a little bit too cakey. Yeah, it's looking a little bit too cakey. I feel like I can see my pores, and around this area it's getting cakey. I wouldn't build it up too much. Yeah, I feel like it's a little bit cakey in these areas. Concealer, I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape and Tape, and then for another first impressions product, I'm going to be using this Moda Pro Makeup brush, and I purchased this from Ross, which is kind of like a Marshall's here in Florida. So it kind of resembles like Real Techniques, but they're just another brand called Moda. And this brush was retailed for $2.99, and it is a regular foundation, even flawless coverage, 100% vegan. So just the shape of this, I was really intrigued in, because it was a little small, and I felt like this would be perfect to blend out my concealer. And it's actually really cute. Oh, I like this. I definitely really loved how this brush blended out my concealer, so this is a go. Then I'm going to be trying for another new first impressions product, is this NYX Wonder Stick Contour Stick. Now this is in the shade Medium Tan. I picked this up at the NYX store, and it's this one and the other contour stick that I find that a lot of people hype up, especially on YouTube. So I was like, you know what? I want to try this out for myself, because lately I've been loving to cream contour. So this is how the product looks. Let's see how this blends. So first off, this color looks pretty dark to me, and when trying it in the store, I didn't try it. I just looked at it and I was like, yeah, this is so dark enough, but it's actually really, really light. Like, I could have gotten the deepest, and this is actually in medium, so I could have gotten deep. Let's see. Then I'm going to use my Hoola Benefit bronzer to bronze up and chisel my cheeks. Then I'm going to be taking this Fit Me powder and applying this under my eyes, so that way I don't have any flashback whatsoever. So I did try out the mascara on my bottom lashes, and I really do like it, so this is also a go for me. Then I'm going to be applying some blush, and I'm going to be using my Big Blush Book 2 from Tarte. I haven't used this sucker in a while, so I was like, let me dive into it because I need a nice blush. So I'm going to be using this blush right here called Dreamy. Then I'm going to be setting my face with my favorite, I had to buy the full size, I have to, the Coconut MAC Fix Plus Spray. So last but not least, my first impressions product is going to be the Huda Beauty 3D Highlight Palette. Now this is not the newest edition, this is the Gold Sands edition. I always been dying for the whole collection of her highlighters. I actually just picked up this one and the Pink Sands one. Next, I do want to purchase the newer one, which is the Bronze edition, but I haven't picked that up yet. But I picked up this one and the Pink Sands one, and these were a hype of last year, like a hype. And I was like, you know what, I have so many highlighters, but I need these in my collection. So we are going to be blinding with the gods. This is the one that I mostly wanted the most, which is the Golden Sands. So I'm going to be using this shade right here in the shade Seychelles, I believe, Seychelles, something like that. I was originally going to be showing you guys the Amazing Anastasia Beverly Hills highlighter, but I've been using it, so it's not even going to be a first impressions. So I'll use that in my next tutorial, but this palette is a first impressions and I never used it before, so let's see how blinding this highlighter is. Nose highlight and my eyebrow highlight, I'm going to be using this brush that I bought from Ross, and this is the Real Techniques Finish retractable lip brush. But when I seen it and how small it was, I was like, no girl, this is not a lip brush. This is actually a beautiful highlight brush. Now it's gonna seem like a lot because it is. So it's basically 4 different lippies. Hold on, actually, yeah, it's 4 different lippies. So the first one I'm going to be applying is going to be this Anastasia Beverly Hills Ashton lipstick. Second one I'm going to be applying is this Kiki lipstick from the Kim Kardashian line. And then last, I'm going to be applying this Lorac lipstick, and this is in the shade CO. And then on top of that, all of that, I'm going to be applying this Literally gloss from Kylie Cosmetics. So I'm going to be applying all of these lipsticks on my lips in the order that I said. So first, second, third, and then fourth. Okay guys, so to finish up this tutorial, I'm going to show you the products that I use for my hair to make it curly and shiny. So the first thing that I use is this curl enhancing smoothie, and this is by Sheer Moisture. I use this curl shape from Garnier Fructis Styles. And lastly, I use this Eco Professional styling gel, and this is exactly what I use to do my baby hairs. So the first thing that I'm going to put is the curl enhancing smoothie. Second, the curl shaper. Then lastly, a little bit of gel. I use this frizz guard, which helps me have my hair nice and smooth and shiny. So just about sums up this spring tutorial. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and all the products that I purchased from the drugstore were very affordable and they're all a thumbs up. First impressions is I love them all. Probably the foundation, I'll probably have to work with it more because it was a little bit cakey, but after I put my concealer on and everything else, it was a little bit better. But I think I'm gonna have to pass on the foundation, but I'll work on it more, and if I use it in future tutorials, I will tell you guys if it's a love it or a like it. But right now it's a like it. I'm not really loving it. It is full coverage, but it can get a little bit cakey, so that's the only thing. I loved the brushes. I will be purchasing more NYX brushes. I loved the eyelash glue. My eyelashes literally were like glued onto my eyelids. I never had a glue that was so strong, so that was a plus. What else did I purchase? The NYX contour stick. That's going to be a pass. I'm going to have to get a different shade, but I did love how easily it blended out. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this first impression spring look. I hope that this hair tutorial also kind of showed you guys how affordable products can get your hair nice and curly and looking healthy, because that's all I've been doing for the past like month, and it's just something quick and my hair dries with really nice curls, mostly because of the curl shea butter moisture cream. So don't forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram and on my Snapchat, and I will see you guys later.